Good evening, students. So, how are you guys? So, students, we have completed chapter 7, completion and review. And as I told you in last lecture, that we shall be doing case studies, MCQs, and other questions related to this chapter. So, hope guys you have gone through this chapter once again, and you have fine-tuned the points of this chapter. So, as you know, this chapter relates to uh, different standards on auditing. So, we have read in this chapter Essay 560 relating to subsequent events, Essay 570 relating to going concern, Essay 580 relating to written representations, Essay 450 evaluation of misstatements identified during the audit, Essay 260 communicating with those charged with governance, and Essay 265 communicating deficiencies in internal control to those charged with governance and management. So, are you ready, guys, for doing some case studies, MCQs, and descriptive questions? Yes, students, drop a mail. Are you ready? So, I would request all of you not to see answers from your module. Yes, guys, are you ready? Drop a mail. Yes. Okay, students. So this is one case study. So first of all, we shall be reading the case study. CA Gaurav is about to conclude audit of a company. Now read the words carefully. Is about to conclude audit of a company. So what does this mean? He has not yet completed it. He has not yet signed the audit report. So it has been noticed during the course of audit that there is shortage of important raw material supplies being imported from China due to prevailing geopolitical situation. So the company is engaged in manufacturing of some products in which raw materials are being procured from China. However, there is shortage of some critical raw material supplies due to prevailing political situation. So obviously the auditor is concerned about this. So the company has shared with him plan to deal with the situation. So the company has shared with the auditor plan to deal with situation. Remember Essay 570 students? So if there are events or conditions that may cause a significant doubt on the ability of an entity to continue as a going concern, then the management has to address those issues. So how it addresses those issues? How it resolves the concerns of auditor? It would show him necessary plans. Now it is for the auditors to be convinced about the reliability of such plans or not. They have to make assessment, they have to evaluate. So he is satisfied with assessment of the company for dealing with the matter. So the auditor is satisfied with how the company plans to deal with the issue. So they may be looking for alternative places, they may have booked some orders, so all that. So the issue is disclosed in the financial statements, and considering management's assessment, it is felt that use of going concern assumption by company in preparation of financial statements is appropriate. Okay. So by seeing all those plans and verifying necessary details, by going through all the assumptions behind such plans, the auditor feels, he concludes that management has rightly prepared the financial statements on a going concern basis on following going concern assumption, and this much relates to this issue. And now second issue is, besides he wants to be sure that all subsequent events till now have been considered and accounted for wherever necessary in financial statements. So this is an important work which he is supposed to do. So it is the duty of auditor in accordance with SA 560 to see that all subsequent events have been disclosed or reflected in financial statements. And he has enormous responsibilities in this regard. So students, tell me which procedures he would be employing to ensure that all subsequent events are considered and accounted for. Yes, quick recap. Yes, tell me, students, which audit procedures he would be performing to verify that all subsequent events have been considered and accounted for wherever necessary in financial statements. So simultaneously, we are also trying to revise relevant portion of that standard on auditing. Yes, anyone? Tejaswin, yes, you are writing. Read minutes, confirm from management, take written representations. Yes, what else? Any other audit procedures? Yes, any other response? Any other audit procedures in this regard? Inquiries, yes, Apurva, read interim financial statements. That is correct. Sanya, you are also writing correctly. Minutes of meeting, that is also correct. So students, I think that you remember some bits here and there. Yes, that's good. Yes, Dipali, Tambeshwari, Ankit, all of you are writing correctly. So before concluding audit, he requests written representations from management regarding its responsibilities. So remember SA 580 students? You remember SA 580? So the written representations from management are obtained by auditor in respect of fulfillment of management responsibilities. So what do such representations deal with regarding fulfillment of management responsibilities? Which are two aspects there? Yes. Yes, students. Can you recap? Yes, Tejaswin, you are right. Preparing financial statement and completeness of transactions. Yes, that's also right. And providing information to auditor. Yes, yes. Tanya. So, students, when you are remembering some essays, so do not lose sight of the basic points. Elaboration you can do in your own words, but the basic points you should not forget. Always try to establish those points in your minds by, say, by at the time of walking, at the time of doing some activity. You can manage your time in that way. In even in spare time when you are doing nothing, even then you can ask your mind to at least have a quick look let's have a quick look at the main points of SA 580. So, and then you will be able to know how much you are able to remember. So he has also communicated significant findings from audit in writing with those charged with governance in the company and has retained copy of relevant mails. Okay, so he made a communication, retained the copy of mails. Besides, there are certain matters which were communicated by him orally from time to time during the course of audit. So some matters were orally communicated by him from time to time. Okay. So you understand the case study, fairly simple, nothing difficult. So what should be the answer to question number 1? Yes, as regards description of matter concerning issue of going concern, which of the following statement is most appropriate for auditor's report? Yes, what should be the right answer? So we have read about it. If material, if there are such certain events which cast significant doubt on the ability of an entity to continue as a going concern, and there is a material uncertainty about such events, and the issue is appropriately disclosed in financial statements, then how the auditor should deal with this matter in the audit report? Yes, only response from Tejaswin has come. Dipali, Sanya, what about others? Pranav has also given answer. Yes, students, I want response from all of you, not only from a few 5-7 students. Yes, still only 8 responses have come, students. There are 39 participants. So at least 35, 36 must be students. Yes. Yes, what you are doing, students? Send your responses. I want responses from every one of you. That's where that's how we would be able to know where you are lacking. Still only 13, 14. Yes, students. Yes, guys, come on. It is fairly simple, plain application of standard on auditing SA 570 requirements, which we have read in the module. Yes, so most of you are writing correctly. And Apurva Das and Raman Tambia, how you are writing A? The correct answer is C. So it happens. Is the point not clear to you, Apurva Das and Raman Tambia? Yes, Manish, you can unmute for some time. Yes, you can ask Raman Tambia and Apurva Das if you have any doubt on Zoom. How you have written option A? Yes, if you have any doubt, Raman and Apurva Das, you can talk to me on Zoom. Probably you don't want to avail the opportunity. So this happens, students, when you answer the question without reading all the options. Okay, so you would see that, okay, the management has disclosed the notes, and so quickly you would write that the auditor should express an unmodified opinion. This is also correct, but is this the most appropriate answer? No, it is not the most appropriate answer. So you have to pick the option which is the most appropriate from the four given below. So option C clearly states what are the requirements in this regard, highlighted in SA 570. So what does SA 570 say about it? It says that when there are events or conditions that cast a significant doubt on the ability of entity to continue as a going concern, and there is a material uncertainty about it, and this aspect has been disclosed in the financial statements, then the auditor shall express an unmodified opinion uh, and state under a separate para under the heading material uncertainty related to going concern, where he will draw attention to the notes in which such disclosure is made in financial statements, and he would state that his opinion is not modified in respect of this matter. Yes, Apurva and Raman, is it clear to you? Yes, Apurva and Raman, is the point clear to you? Yeah, okay, Raman, that's fine. So why one get confused is because you do not read all the options. So I'll show you where this is stated in the in your module. So if use of going concern basis of accounting is appropriate, but a material uncertainty exists. This is the point. Implications of for audit reports at page 7.22 of your module. So if adequate disclosure about material uncertainty is, yes, Ankit, all answers are visible. You have also answered correctly. If adequate disclosure about material uncertainty is made in financial statements, the auditor shall express an unmodified opinion. First option states this much, and the auditor's report shall include a separate section under the heading this. This was missing in option A under the heading material uncertainty related to going concern, in which he shall draw attention to the notes in financial statements that discloses such matters and state that there are events or conditions which indicate that a material uncertainty exists that may cast a significant doubt on the entity's ability to continue as a going concern, and auditor's opinion is not modified in respect of the matter. The same thing I have just explained to you. Yes, so I am once again asking Apurva and Raman, since out of about 15-20 responses, only you two have answered incorrectly. So it becomes my responsibility to make sure that the point is clear to you. Yes, okay, that's fine, Raman. So now we come to second question. So this is again is related to going concern basis of accounting. Now students, do not rush to answer this question. Just see all the options carefully. My request to you is, and thereafter you should answer it. As regards going concern basis of accounting is concerned, which of the following statements is true? You have to state which of the following statements is true. So three options are false and one is true. So rather it should make your job easier. Yes, read the options. Yes, three responses have come. Yes, guys. Those of you who have not answered, please answer, students. Raman, Apurva. Yes. And still, students, I find that all of you are not responding. And Bala Chandra and Ankit Mishra, you are answering D. How option D is right? Yes, Manish, unmuted है? Yes. Yes, students. No, no, that's why I am asking you, Ankit Mishra, if you want to talk to me on Zoom, you are unmuted. Why option? Why you have written option D? Whereas the correct option is answer C. And yes, Balachandra, if you want to interact on Zoom, you are welcome. So Ankit and Balachandra, you are stating that audit procedure seeking confirmation from banker regarding outstanding balance relates to verification of going concern assumption. So if you seek, now tell me where it is written in SA 570. And if you are seeking confirmation from banker regarding a balance, so tell me what assertion you are verifying? Which assertion you are verifying? You are merely stating that the company has taken loan from the bank. You are verifying the existence assertion. So how it relates to verification of going concern assumption? Now, for going concern assumption, you would have to see whether the company is regularly repaying its debts to banks or not. So merely by sending a confirmation letter seeking to confirm the balance from bank, how you can ensure that that the company's track record is okay with the bank? Yes, Ankit, is the point clear to you? So always remember, when a concern is not a going concern, when the auditor is convinced, auditor has concluded that the concern is not a going concern and the management has not prepared financial statements, and management has prepared financial statements using going concern basis, and the auditor is not satisfied about it, then he shall issue an adverse opinion, because in such a case financial statements must be prepared on liquidation basis. The company is not working, so the assets must be shown at their realizable value and liabilities should be shown at the amount which at which they are to be paid. Yes, Ankit and Balachandra, is the point clear to you? Drop your mail, students, so that we can move further. Yes, Ankit and Balachandra, you were two who had answered this wrongly. No, Ankit, but you are saying that you have typed by mistake C, and again you have written that answer is D. So the point is, Ankit, that we don't want. Please do not make lame excuses. So it would do you no good. The point is that you should understand the concept. So this is what this exercise is all about. So if we are not honest to ourselves, then obviously we are going to lose marks in the exams. Okay. So now question number 3. Which of the following statements is true in respect of auditor's responsibilities in respect of subsequent events? Is true. So read all the options carefully. It means 3 are wrong. 1 is true. Yes, only answer from Tambeshwari has come. This, students, so simple, we have just discussed right now when we were reading the case study. So always these have been jumbled up and stated in some different language. So in exams also you would get jumbled up things. So the same case study is never going to come, but the same concepts will always come. Yes, all your answers are visible, Ankit and everybody else answer is also visible. So great students, all of you, at least 12, 13 responses have come. All of you have answered correctly option D. And Aditya, you have answered option C, and now you are repenting it. So is the point clear to you, Aditya, or should I explain to you once again? Okay, so fine. So the answer is option D. The auditor should perform necessary audit procedures to know about the events occurring between date of FS and date of auditor's report. And students, I am also cautioning you that sometimes some answer is in our mind. But since our mind is in constant state of flux, so although we know the right answer, but we put a mark on some other answer. This also happens. So once you put a mark on your OMR sheet, so before putting a mark, make sure that you are putting a mark on the right option which is in your mind. Just be sure. Sometimes in a hurry, we put wrong encircling. The situation is not new. It can happen to anybody. Say if some time is short, or if you are under constant stress, then even then you can also mark the wrong option, although you know what is the right answer. Or sometimes you are say A, B, C, D. There are 4 columns, and you just fail to distinguish between, say, column C and D. So you are marking in, you want to mark in option D, but you are marking in option C, thinking that it is D. So these are practical issues which every student copes up with. So be careful. Yes, Tejaswin is stating that it has happened with him many times during competitive exams. And you, when you come out of the paper and you see, you make a review, and you see, oh, array, I made a wrong decision. Yes. So be careful, students. Number 4, as regards use of qualifying language in written representations, which of the following statements is most appropriate? Now, it was stated in the case study that in WR, in written representation, some qualifying language has been used. Now, during the lectures, I had explained to you the meaning of qualifying language. Now, which of the following statements is most appropriate in respect of qualifying language? Yes, 4 responses have come. I hope students that you are not giving your answers by seeing the answers given at the end. This is my assumption. Yes, Neeru Ben and Manoj Kumar Makwana. How you are writing D and B? Yes, Neeru Ben, you can ask on Zoom, and Manoj Makwana if the point is not clear to you. The correct option is A. Yes, Manoj and Neeru Ben, if it is not clear to you, you can talk to me on Zoom. Yes, Amit, you are stating what is the actual meaning of qualifying language with respect to written representation. So this was also explained by me during the earlier lecture. So qualifying language means like the language which is not completely unconditional, like to the best of my knowledge and abilities. So this kind of language, this is qualifying language. It means that it is not completely unconditional. So such language, SA 580 states that such language is acceptable if the auditor is satisfied that representations are being made by the uh, persons who are having knowledge of the things. No, no, Niruben, what was the point in being confused with option A and D? So qualifying language in written representation is not mandatory. So the management can use, it may use qualifying language. If it uses unconditional wording, then even then it's okay. Yes, clear? So option 5, yes. As regards auditor's responsibility regarding matters to be communicated orally with those charged with governance, which of following is most appropriate? Yes, option to question number 5. Yes, 4, 5 students have answered. Yes, right option is option A, students, and you are writing correctly. Right option is A. Only Pranav, you are stating option D. So Pranav, I would like to take you to essay 260. where matters required by SA 260 are communicated orally. Okay. The auditor shall include them in audit documentation and when and to whom they were communicated. These matters were communicated to whom and when, both timing and identification of persons to whom these were communicated. So in option D, one part is missing. Option D states matters communicated orally have to be documented by the auditor stating to whom these were communicated. Time is missing. When is missing. So therefore option A is correct. Yes, Pranav, is it clear to you? So great, Pranav. So now let us do some MCQs also which are given in your module. Yes. An auditor of a company communicates significant findings from audit with TCWG in the company. Which of the statements is false? Now one statement is false, three are true. Now read all the options carefully, students. Yes, Manoj, regarding written representations, I told you that it is okay if the management uses some qualifying language, like to the best of my knowledge and abilities. It is not barred, the management is not barred from using. And if it wants to give complete unconditional type of language, like we have provided all the information, then it's perfectly fine for the auditor. Yes. Yes, what should be the answer to question number 1? Only 7, 8 responses have come. Yes, students, be quick to send your responses. So in this question, students, as far as I can see, some of you are answering this question wrongly. Now, Pranav, Yogesh Singh, you are answering option A, and Kasak, you are also answering option A. Dilip, you are answering option D. So these are not correct options. Correct option is option C. So students, if you apply your own logic, on mind, you can see that communication of rational, what is the meaning of rational? Logic behind audit procedures is necessary. Why an auditor is performing a particular audit procedure does auditor need to communicate this with the management? This is his professional judgment. So this statement is false. Correct option is option C. All other things are necessary. Evaluation of communication process is also required on the part of auditor. It is there in SA 260. Planned scope of audit and timing has also to be communicated. Significant difficulties encountered during the audit, these have also to be communicated. Everything is written in your module. This is why, students, I am telling you to read each and every line of your module religiously. Now this is, look at this, adequacy of communication process. This is the main heading, Pranav. The auditor shall evaluate whether two-way communication between auditor and TCWG has been adequate for the purpose of audit. First point. Okay. And another, significant difficulties encountered during the audit. This, here it is written, significant difficulties, if any, encountered during the audit. So guys, there is nothing which comes out of the box. It is just application of what you have read. So the institute is just, the board of studies is just testing your knowledge, your ability to analyze and apply the things, that you have understood them in right perspective or not. Now let us see question number 2. Written representations are, now that's very simple. Oh my God, that's too simple. Written representations are, I do not expect anyone from you to give wrong answer to this question. Just out of 43 participants, students, that just 12, 13 responses are coming. So guys, if you are not involved in this exercise, how are we going to help you out? Almost all of you have answered correctly. That is, option A is the right answer. But Dilip, you have answered wrongly. You are stating that written representations are sufficient appropriate audit evidence. This was the this is the basic understanding of written representations, that they are not sufficient appropriate audit evidence. They are only necessary audit evidence. Yes, they are supporting audit evidence. Tejaswin. Yes, you are right. Manoj Makwana, how you are also writing B? Say sufficient appropriate audit evidence. You remember the definition of sufficient appropriate audit evidence? You have read in chapter 4. Tell me what is sufficient. Sufficient, we had read, was the measure of quantity. and appropriateness is to its quality. Now, what is appropriate in circumstances? So the evidence should be sufficient, appropriate, both. So if management confirms some matter, confirms some assertion to you which you had asked, and you rely upon management assertion, so would it constitute as sufficient, appropriate audit evidence? You have not performed any other audit procedures. Then would it become sufficient, appropriate audit evidence? Tell me. It won't become. In the, then what the auditor is there for? So it is this whole topic of necessary audit evidence is there in your written representations topic. Look how elaborate it is there in your module, and still you are making wrong answers. You see, written representations as audit evidence. Written representations are audit evidence. Although written representations may provide necessary audit evidence, they do not provide sufficient appropriate audit evidence on their own. So it is clearly written in bold letters. How you can commit such blunders? No, no, these are very important terms. These things are very heart of these topics. So if you forget even these basic points, then obviously you would get trapped in your paper and you would write something hunky dory here and there. Yes, Dilip and Manoj, is it clear to you? Clear, students? Now, next question. Which of the following is false regarding communication of misstatements identified during audit? Now, this pertains to SA 450. Evaluation of misstatements identified during audit. Which of the following is false? Three are true and one is false. False. You have to state which statement is false. Yes, what should be the answer? Answer to question number 3. What should be the answer? Yes, students, come fast. Yes, so you are writing option B. So option B is right. This is false. Here it should be immaterial. So if the management is, so this option is right, this is also right, and this is also right. So if the management is not correcting identified misstatements, then the auditor has to obtain a WR from management stating that okay, you are not giving the, you are not correcting the written representation. So give your WR that that you believe that effect of uncorrected misstatements is immaterial, is insignificant. That is why uh, they are not correcting it. If if they consider that effect is significant, effect is material, they would obviously correct it. Okay, so answer is option B. Yes, everybody is right. Now question number 4. Which of the following is not an example of subsequent event? Very simple. Not an. So 3 are subsequent event. 1 is not an example of subsequent events. Fourth. Very simple. Yes, students. Yes, right. You are stating option B. That's fine. Events occurring on the date of financial statements. Are these example of subsequent events? No. If some event is happening on 31st March, would it be a subsequent event? As simple as that. How, Tejaswin, how you are writing option C? Answer is option B. Events occurring after filing audit report with tax authorities. It means the financial statements have been issued. And if such and had such an event been known earlier, auditor would have amended the report. So it falls within the definition of subsequent event. Events which occur after the auditor's report. Yes, Tejaswini, is the point clear to you? B is false on the face of it. Yes. Question number 5. Which of the following is not an example? No, there is no question of confusion, Tejaswin. Events occurring on date of financial statements. If something has happened on the date of financial statements, so it anyway is recorded in financial statements of that period. So it is not subsequent event. Subsequent event where are those events which occur between the date of financial statements when date of financial statements has ended. Yes, Tejaswin, it should be clear to you by now. Yes. Which of the following is not an example of events or conditions that may cast significant doubt on the entity's ability to continue as a going concern. That's good, Ankit. Now all of you have written correctly. Answer is option B. Inability to invest in modernization of plant. The company doesn't want to invest. Okay. Aditya, you are writing option A. How option A? It is adverse key financial ratio. This is one of the main financial indicators which cause significant doubt on the ability of an entity to continue as a going concern. So if you read the box, if you read the table in your module, under the heading examples of events or conditions that may cast a significant doubt on the ability of entity to continue as a going concern, you would find that there are three headings: financial indicators and operating and other indicators. So you would find adverse financial ratios, adverse key ratios under the financial indicators. Yes, clear, Aditya? So we'll do, students, some more MCQs. Now, this is similar to what we have done just now. Slightly twisted, language changed, and another. Following are examples of events or conditions that may cause significant doubt on entity's ability to continue as a going concern. Which of the following is an example of operating events or conditions? So you have to mark operating event or condition, operating event which causes significant doubt on the ability of entity to continue as a going concern. Yes, only one response has come. Yes, most of you are writing D, which is the right answer. And Pranav and Kasak, how you are writing B and A? These both are events which cause significant doubt on the ability of entity to continue as a going concern, but these are financial indicators. These are in the category of financial indicators. These are not related to some operational ability of the concern. So answer is option D. So what the question is asking? So again, same thing, students, but still we are not reading the question properly. Yes, Neeru Ben, you are also writing A, whereas option is D. The question is asking about operating event. Which of the following is an example of operating event or condition? Yes, Ankit, you are right. So option is D. Aditya D, you are also right. Yes, is the point clear to you? So always see what is the requirement of the question and then proceed. Haste makes waste. Okay, see question number 2. Which of the following is not an objective? Is not an objective of auditor in accordance with what? SA 570. So there are 3 objectives of SA 570 which I had told you during the class. So which of the following is not an objective of auditor in accordance with SA 570? Yes, students. Yes, all of you are writing correctly. Option B. All other 3 are objectives of auditor. So we had read that the objective of auditor in accordance with SA 570 are to conclude on the appropriateness of management's use of going concern basis of accounting in preparation of financial statements. Number 2, to conclude whether material uncertainty exists regarding events or conditions which may cast a significant doubt on the ability of entity to continue as a going concern. And C, to report in accordance with this standard on auditing. So it is nowhere written that whether entity would be able to pay its bank loans on due dates. So in objectives of auditor, such examples are not given. The question is asking from you the objectives of auditor generally in accordance with SA 570. Okay. So all of you have written the right answer, option B. Now, very simple. Question number 3. Quick, with lightning speed. Which standard on auditing deals with it? Yes. Guys, this should come very fast. And Sanya, you are writing C. Okay, that's right. Earlier you had written B. Okay, okay. So please do not make such mistakes. So answer is option C. The name of essay is evaluation of misstatements identified during the audit. So auditor has a responsibility to evaluate the effect of identified misstatements on what? On the audit, and of uncorrected misstatements on the financial statements. Okay. So SA 450 deals with this responsibility of auditor. Okay. No, Aditya, how you are writing option B? Option B, SA 560 deals with the subsequent events. So this is SA 450. Should I show it to you? Yes, Aditya. So what does SA 450 deal with? SA 450, this is the first line, students, first line written, same copied, deals with the auditor's responsibility to evaluate the effect of identified misstatements on the audit and of uncorrected misstatements, if any, on the financial statements. So the very first line, you are writing it incorrectly. So it shows that the level of understanding we are having in respect of the essay which we have studied. Yes, Aditya, is the point clear to you? It is not essay 560. Okay. Yes, question number 4. Going concern is one of, again, very simple. Come on, students. But in haste, do not make waste. Haste makes matters worse. Yes, answer is option B. And Dipali, how you are stating option A, fundamental auditing responsibilities? It is one of fundamental accounting assumptions as provided in Accounting Standard 1. Now, always remember, I told you that it is for the management to see that whether use of going concern in preparation of financial statements is appropriate or not. So it is primary responsibility of management. Auditor comes into picture later on. Yes, is the point clear to you, Dipali? It is fundamental accounting assumption. Remember AS1, 3 fundamental accounting assumptions. Going concern, consistency, and accrual. Remember those 3 fundamental accounting assumptions? Okay. Now question number 5. Which of the following statements is false regarding auditor's responsibilities for subsequent events? False. So 3 are true. You have to state which of these is false. So 3 responsibilities exist in accordance with SA 560. 1 responsibility is wrongly stated. Yes, guys, come on. Yes, all of you are writing correctly. Answer is option A. His responsibility is to respond to the facts which became known to the auditor after auditor's report, that if they had been known to him at the earlier date, these would have caused him to amend auditor's report. So this is false. This is false, and the question is also asking about false. So this is the right choice. So be careful about what the question is asking, whether it is asking false, whether it is asking true, whether it is asking not true, whether it is asking odd man out. So be clear about these things. What is the proper meaning of the term date the financial statements are issued? Now this we had done while doing essay 560. Yes, sixth. Yes, students, quickly. Yes, so answer is right choice is option D. So I told you the date the financial statements are issued is the date when financial statements are made available to the third parties. It is not same as the date the financial statements are made available to the entity. It is different from the date of audit report. So it has always to be later than the date of audit report and or the date the financial statements are made available to the entity. Okay, so answer is option D. That's right. Amit, you are writing C. How you are writing C? No, you are completely out of context, Amit. So it's better if you read the relevant extract of essay 570, in which it is described what is the meaning of the date the financial statements are issued. I'll show you where it is written. Meaning of date the financial statements are issued. At page 7.7, there is a complete para on it. It reflects the date that the auditor's report and audited FS are made available to third parties, written in italics. What else you want, students? So Amit, yes, typographical, such errors can occur in exams also. Which of the following falls within the meaning of written representations in accordance with relevant essay? So it is talking about essay 580. Which of the following is in the meaning of written representations? Three are not included in written representations and one is included in written representations. Yes, 5-6 responses have come. Yes, students. Yes, all of you are writing correctly. Answer is option C, written statements by management. Books of accounts are not WOR. Financial statements are not WOR. Assertions contained in financial statements are not WOR. It is written in just in the start of the topic of written representations. Yes, Ankit Mishra, you are also right. Manoj Makwana, Bala Chandra, you are all right. Yes. Number 8, an effective two-way communication established by an auditor with TCWG is important for a number of reasons. Which of the following is not one of such reasons? Not. Three are reasons. One is not the reasons. So students, you have to choose the option which is the most appropriate in MCQs. Understand the most suitable. Yes, right. Answer is option D. Yes, Bhaskar, Pranav, you are right. And Tejaswin, how you are writing A? This is two-way communication helps in understanding the matter relating to audit. That is the basic purpose of communication. And Kasak, it also helps in TCWG to oversee their financial reporting process. Future prospects of the company, as we know, nothing is stated here. 12-month period, future prospects may relate to 5 years or 3 years, how a company would perform. So does an auditor communicate regarding these matters? Yes, number 9. Now careful, be careful. Number 9, significant deficiencies in internal control dash. Yes, Ankit, you are stating I know the answer is C, but why not C? What you are stating, your statement itself is contradictory. Yes, significant deficiencies in internal control. Yes, question number 9. So only one statement should be correct, which should fit into this blank. Yes, students, and most of you have written the answer correctly, but Apurva Das and Pranav, you are writing D. So this is the right option. Significant deficiency in IC may exist even though auditor has not identified misstatements during the audit. This I told you that when internal control system is deficient, although it may not lead to identification of misstatements during the audit, or even actual misstatements may not occur. But you are stating D, significant deficiencies in internal control are only dependent on this probability that a misstatement could occur and potential magnitude of misstatement. Now we see what is the meaning of significant deficiencies in SA 265. Significance of deficiency depends not only on whether a misstatement has actually occurred. This part is missing. Only these two parts are stated here. Okay. So this option therefore is not right. Option D. Yes. Question number 10. SA 265 deals with, again, the basic responsibility of auditor in accordance with SA 265. Yes. Deals with auditor's responsibility to communicate with TCWG in an audit of financial statements. What does it deal with? Yes, answer is B. It deals with deficiencies in internal control, communicating deficiencies in internal control identified by auditor in audit of financial statements. Now, Tambeshwari, how you are writing C? Specific internal audit is written here. So SA 265 doesn't talk about internal audit. Although internal audit is part of wider internal control system, but SA 265 deals with the whole gamut of internal control, not only internal audit. Yes, is the point clear to you, Tambeshwari? So answer is B. Now Yogesh Singh, you are writing D. Auditor's responsibility to communicate with TCWG significant matters raised by auditor. It relates to pointing out deficiencies in internal control. This is a line which you have to remember. अरे भाई स्टूडेंट्स एटलीस्ट एसए का नाम तो याद कर लीजिए. प्लीज रिमेंबर द नेम ऑफ एसए. सो 3-4 questions out of this deal with the basic thing what a particular essay deals with. So if you do not know what a particular standard auditing deal with, how you are going to answer questions? Yes, number 11. See students. Yes, question number 11. It is there in your module. Now, potential effect of inherent limitations on auditor's ability. Now you remember chapter 1, there are inherent limitations of an audit. Now the potential effects of inherent limitations of auditor's ability to detect material misstatements are lower, greater, unchanged, or undeterminable for conditions that may cause an entity to cease to continue as a going concern. Such potential effects are, yes. Question number 11. If there are certain conditions which may cause an entity to cease as a going concern, then you remember auditors' inherent limitations of an audit. So such potential effects to identify misstatements on this count are unchanged, greater, lower, or undeterminable. Yes. Yes, 11B. B is the right answer. These are greater because more judgment is involved. It is difficult to peep into the future. So the potential effect of inherent limitation on an auditor's ability to detect material misstatements are greater. I'll show you students where this is also there in your module. Look. However, as described in essay 200, the potential effects of inherent limitations on the auditor's ability to detect material misstatements are greater for future events that may cause an entity to continue as a going concern. To cease to continue as a going concern. Same line. Aditya, all standards are on auditing are there on ICAI website. So if you open the home page, you go to resources section, you would find engagement and quality control standards, and there you would find all standards on auditing number wise. Okay. Text, original text. Question number 12. See this question. Now consider the following two events related to a company. Two events are given. How above two events should be dealt with before issuing audit report? Yes. Read? You have read? You have just to tell which event is an adjusting event, which is a non-adjusting event. Again, there are different pieces of opinion coming from you students. The answer is C. Tambeshwari, how you are writing B? You have written A, sorry. And Pranav, you are writing D. So this event, so see, understand read the event carefully. An insurance claim for a loss of inventories due to fire is outstanding in financial statement for year 22-23. So a loss has occurred due to fire and 10 crore is outstanding. The company has agreed to full and final settlement of claim. Now the company has agreed that we are ready to accept rupees 8 crore on 31st May. So it throws light on the event, on the conditions that existed at the date of financial statements. Okay, so it requires adjustment. Now in second case, the inventories were damaged in first week of July 23 and major loss has occurred. Now these only need to be disclosed. These no adjustment would be made because these would be recorded in next year. So answer is option C. Yes, Tambeshwari, is it clear to you? Yes, I hope that this question is clear to all of you students. So we shall take a short break of few minutes and come back after few minutes. Yes, Manish, short break. Yes, Manish, break for few minutes. Yes, guys, there is another case scenario. Yes, guys, are you in? So there is another case scenario. So we shall first read the case scenario. CAJ is nearing completion of audit of a company Cheap Cost Private Limited, a manufacturing company for year 23-24. It is stated that it is a manufacturing company. So the draft financial statements of company show a profit before tax. So PBT is 5 CR, profit before tax. Materiality for financial statement has been determined at what? 5% of PBT. He is considering following issues in the end of month of June 24. Okay, it means audit has not been completed. So it is nearing completion of audit. Audit report has not yet been issued. So following issues were flagged during course of audit which remain uncorrected. Now these issues remained uncorrected. Friends, in this case study, one question relates to next chapter, but you can handle it. It is not that difficult. So we'll discuss that too. So, but the terms used in that question are you would be reading about these terms in next chapter, chapter 8. Okay. So a fire has taken place in one of many premises of company. So there are many premises of the company. Fire has taken place on 1st May 24, resulting in damages to all the inventories lying there amounting to 1 CR. All the inventories have been destroyed at one location. The inventories of affected premises are insured with Quick Bima Limited for 50 lakhs, and company has also lodged a claim with it, which is still to be settled. Okay. So on 1st May 24, this incident has occurred. Okay. The audit is of 23-24. The company has debited rupees 10 lakhs under machinery account, whereas expenditure relates to normal wear and tear of high-speed automated machinery. Means it should have gone to machinery repair account, but it has been capitalized under machinery account. Okay. This is stated. Ignore depreciation effect. The company had made sales to one customer, Mr. X, during year 23-24 for 60 lakhs. Out of above, customer had paid 20 lakhs during year 23-24 and balance amount is outstanding as on 31st March 24. Okay. So 40 lakh is still outstanding as on 31st March 24. However, auditor has obtained evidence that customer has become insolvent and fled from India along with immediate family members. वो अपने परिवार के साथ, फैमिली के साथ वो इंडिया छोड़ के भाग गया. So the company has not properly accounted for necessary elements of cost in arriving at work in progress. So estimates regarding various stages of production have not been clinically made. Clinically mean done with precision. So all such factors have resulted in overstatement of WIP by 20 lakhs. So WIP has also is also overstated by 20 lakhs. Here also the machinery, the amount was wrongly capitalized in machinery, so resulting in overstatement of profit. So no other issues except as above merit attention. Rest is okay. Besides, written representation has been obtained on matters concerning management's responsibility regarding fulfillment of responsibilities for preparation of financial statements to CAJ, and this is the extract of management representation letter. So this extract is given how they have given the letter. Okay, 3-4 lines are given. Yes, students. So I would leave the case study at that. First, read it once again, and then we will come to the questions. Take 2-3 minutes. Try to read the case study. Yes. So you are done with it, guys? Yes. Should we come to the questions? Which of the following statements is most appropriate as regards to fire incident? Remember the dates. It is similar to the question we had done just right now, last MCQ. Yes, students. Only three responses have come: Dilip, Pranav, and Tejaswin. Yes, students, what should we answer? So different points of view are emerging out of your answer, students. So we read this. A fire has taken place in one of the many premises of the company on 1st May 24. Now fire has taken place on what? 1st May 24, resulting in a loss of 1 CR. So inventories are insured for 50 lakhs. These are underinsured and company has lodged a claim with which it is still to be settled. So although it is a subsequent event, whether it is an adjusting event or non-adjusting event, what is the date of event? It is 1st May 24. So what should be the answer? The auditor should ask management to disclose it in notes of accounts. So right option is option C. How adjustment is required to be made in respect of this event? Yes, Tambeshwari, you are stating A. So still the concept is not clear to you, Tambeshwari. My request to you is read AS4 and then also read SA 560, which is given in your module. Neeru Ben, again you are how you are writing A. Yogesh Singh, you are writing B. Will the date of event is May 24. Obviously, it is going to be recorded. The entry would be passed in the on that date in next year. But however, since it is an event which affects, it is a material event and substantial inventories have been destroyed, so it needs to be disclosed. It doesn't need to be adjusted. So there is a difference between the two terms, adjustment or disclosure. SA 560 also talks about adjustment and disclosure. Yes, Tambeshwari, is it clear to you? Yes, Tejaswin, I think you have written C. Your answer is correct. So identify the correct option regarding materiality of uncorrected misstatements relating to wrong capitalization under machinery account and overstatement of inventories or work in process. So two misstatements are there. One is that the amount which should have been charged to machinery repair, it has been debited to machinery account. And one is that there is overstatement of WIP. So these are both misstatement. Now, which of the following statements is correct in this regard? Correct option. Now these remain uncorrected. So what is the materiality level here given? Profit before tax is 5 CR and materiality level has been determined at 5% of PBT. That means 25 lakhs. Now what are these misstatements? 10 lakh is one and 20 lakh is one, 30. So material, when considering materiality, we consider whether misstatements are material in individual or in aggregate with others. Okay. So the uncorrected misstatements are material in context of audit of FS as a whole and their effect on opinion should be considered by the auditor. B is the right option. Tambeshwari, you are writing say C. How these are not material? These are above the materiality level. And Kiran Kumarji, you are also writing D. And auditor should correct these. This is wrong. These are material. He would be asking management to correct it. Again, basic fundamentals. We don't have to forget basic fundamentals. Now, this question number 3, students, part of it relates to next chapter. So I'll do it for you. Which of the following statements is most appropriate regarding insolvency of customer and consequent implication for auditor's opinion? So the customer has fled. The company had made sales during year 23-24. The amount is only partly recovered. 40 lakh is not recoverable. So the auditor should modify the opinion. So all meaning of all these terms you would be reading in next chapter, chapter 8. Okay. So the 2.4, the auditor has performed certain audit procedures described in case scenario relating to work in progress. Now we have seen that auditor has performed certain procedures by which he came to know that elements of cost relating to work in progress have not been arrived at properly, which have led to the overvaluation of WIP inventories. So such procedures are related to verification of which assertion? Now this relates to chapter 5 and 4. Yes, anyone? 2.4. Yes, the answer is B. Option B is right. Right. All of you are writing correctly. Option B. These are related to valuation assertion. By seeing that all elements of cost have been included properly and all stages of work in process have been arrived at properly. This such type of procedures are aimed at checking valuation assertion. This we had read in chapter 5. Now, which of the following statements is correct in respect of matter of providing written representations by management? Now, see, a para relating to written representation is provided here, that this is how written representations are being provided. So you have to tell which of the following statements is correct. Answer to question number 5. Yes, only 3 answers, 4 answers have come. Tejaswin, Pranav, Sanya. Yes, option A is the right answer. The extract of written representation provided in case scenario is proper. And remember, students, that it is not always that you would find that there are mistakes in or there are errors in some type of things given. Such type of questions can also come where the examiner is trying to test your knowledge, like whether this scenario is proper or not, what is written there is proper or not. Okay, so in fact, this extract of WR uses qualifying language like to the best of my knowledge and belief, and after having made such inquiries. So this type of wording is indeed permitted. Okay, so all of these are wrong, which state that these are not permitted. So we have read in SA 580 that use of qualifying language with this type of uh, words is permitted. So therefore, the extract of written representation provided in case scenario is proper. Yes, guys. So you are thinking horizon has widened a little bit. Today we have done so many questions. Yes, drop a mail, students. Has your understanding increased? Okay, so that's fine enough, students. So now we shall come to some descriptive questions. So how you are going to answer these type of questions. So if you are having any doubt, students, you can ask on Zoom. I think Manish, Zoom is unmuted. Yes. So question number 1. See this, how you would answer this. CAM is statutory auditor of a company. He has completed audit and issued audit report dated 30th June 24. So before signing audit report, written representations dated 29 June 24 have been obtained from company management. Okay. Do you think that written representations have been obtained appropriately? Discuss significance of date mentioned in written representations. Yes. Yes, Srinivasan, it is permitted. In fact, that is the meaning of qualifying language. Yes, Tambeshwari, you want to ask? You are unmuted.
Yes, sir. Sir, I given this question the answer. Sir, in this case, the written presentations date is before the date of audit report, so it is appropriate. It is
Yes.
it is nearby the audit report, not is to after the date of audit report.
Yes, perfectly right. So this is how you have to write. So you would write that the question asks you two things. Do you think that written representation have been obtained properly? You would write yes, that written representations have been obtained appropriately. The audit report is dated 30th June and written representation have been obtained on 29 June. So as per SA 580, written representations have to be as near to the date of audit report as practicable. And what is its importance? Its importance is that auditor has to consider all events, say subsequent events up to the date of audit report. So therefore, it is important that date of WR should be as near as possible near the date of audit report. Yes. Is it fine, Tambeshwari?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Anyone else? Yes, Tejaswin, you are writing correctly. Yes. Any other doubts on this question? Yes, Tejaswin, your answer is perfectly right. And what Tambeshwari has just now said, that's also right. And do not write the word Tejaswin subsequent audit evidence. It can be used as audit evidence. Okay. Now question number 2. Yes. See this question. How you would answer this? So guys, the same concept is in MCQ, same concept, a descriptive question can come. So that is why I told you don't run after questions, run after topics. How you are going to write this? Yes, anyone who can tell me on Zoom how you can write this?
Sir, I tell.
Yes, Tambeshwari.
Okay, sir. According to SA 570, it is the concern is concept. In this case, the key market along to be customer is to be going to be lost. It's mean it is events and conditions. It is a
It is
significant.
it is these the situation, the conditions, the examples given in the situation are examples of events or conditions that may cast a significant doubt on the ability of entity to continue as going concern. You would write like this.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yes.
sir. Going concern basis. This has to disclose the material uncertainty of the notes of the account.
Mhm.
How it should be the matter in audit report. It shows the matters in the audit report that it is going concern is to basis.
So you would write that auditor would express unmodified opinion. That is important. So 1 mark would be allotted for the students who write this, that the auditor would give unmodified opinion as the events or conditions that may cast a significant doubt on the ability of entity to continue as a going concern have been disclosed. And he would also include a separate para in his audit report on under the heading material uncertainty regarding events or conditions relating to going concern. And he would draw attention to those events or conditions which are stated in the notes to accounts and state that events or conditions exist and his opinion is not modified in respect of these matters. Yes. Okay, so this whole thing. So students, what happens is, say in this question, this is a 4 mark question. Say if you simply write that auditor would be giving an unmodified opinion. So the students would be getting only 1 mark. So those students who would be getting, say, who would be writing that he should express unmodified opinion along with para uh, relating to material uncertainty. So they would be getting 2 marks and additional 1 mark each would be allotted for writing 2 other matters like drawing the attention to the relevant notes to accounts where this matter is stated. Okay, and like that. Yes, Srinivasan, you are asking in previous question, the statement is vague. How vague it is? The he has completed the audit and audit report has been issued on 30th June and WR is on 29th June. So the question is asking you that written representation, it is only asking about dates. Nothing else is given. So therefore you have to answer in the context of date, whether the date on the written representation is appropriate or not. Okay. Yes. Is question number 2 clear, students? Now we see question number 3. Yes, Tejas, you are writing correctly. No, Srinivasan, I am not able to judge what you are asking, which question you are precisely asking. Yes. Yes, Yogesh, you are stating if in question number 1, date of WR is after the date of audit report. That's wrong. That is not proper. That means that WR have not been obtained properly. The necessary audit evidence has not been obtained. Yes. How you would write question number 3? Yes, anyone who can tell me? Straight, simple question. Now we have done an MCQ on it also today. Now this is here you have to write a descriptive answer. Yes, so you would write that. No, Pranav, you can't write that it is a date when auditor's report and audited FS are made available to public. You would write are made available to third parties. So public, when you are stating public, you are stating probably shareholders only. Third parties may be regulatory authorities. Okay. So you would say that in this context, this is the meaning of date the financial statements are issued. Can it be later than the date of providing auditor's report to the entity? Yes, it can be later than the date of providing auditor's report to the entity. These two are two different things. Okay, date when the report is made available to the entity and date when financial statements are issued to third parties. It means the date when these are made available to third parties. Yes, question number 4. Just testing your conceptual knowledge. Now it is a startup. The company is a startup. The company's revenues are expected to grow. However, it has been incurring net losses for last 2 years, but it has managed to keep its financial commitments. Financial statements of last 2 years were prepared on going concern basis. The management of the company wants to follow same basis of accounting in current year. Is view of management proper? Elaborate. How does going concern affect preparation of financial statements? Yes, only Tejaswin has responded. What about others? Yes, students. Only one response has come. This is very simple. Is the management view proper? No, Yogesh. What the question is asking from you. Do not deviate from the question. Answer it straight away. The question is asking whether the management view is proper or not. It is not asking about auditor. Is there a word auditor in the whole question? Or audit is there in the whole question? Nowhere the word audit has been used in this question. So how you are writing about during the audit process? The paper checker would put a cross and award 0. Yes, Srinivasan, you are right. There is no issue regarding going concern because the company is able to keep its financial commitments, its revenue is growing. So so long as it is able to meet its liabilities, so it is proper to follow going concern basis of accounting, and there you have to write the importance of going concern, that if an entity is not viewed as going concern, then its financial statements would have to be prepared on liquidation basis on net realizable value of assets and liabilities. Okay. No, Tambeshwari, you are wrong. Yes, question number 5. Yes, Tejaswin, you are right. Now, what should be the answer to question number 5? Little bit difficult. Now it is talking about which factors have to be considered by engagement partner to determine whether overall audit strategy and audit plan need to be revised. Certain misstatements have been identified. So it is related to materiality. So when the misstatements reach the materiality threshold level, so you would write these two factors in this question, which are there in SA 450. So the auditor shall determine whether overall audit strategy and audit plan need to be revised if following two things happen. So it is related to materiality. Okay. See question number 6. Again related to written representations. This is your students' examination question. Probably it was there in May 24. Yes, students, what should be the answer? So Tejaswini has written correctly. It is necessary to obtain WR, and the management has to give WR even for the period when they were not present, because new management has taken over. So they would be stepping into the shoes of old management. So now in place of old management, they are expected to give WR. So similarly, auditor has to obtain WR from for all the prior periods. Yes. Yes, Sanya, you are writing correctly. Yes, Srinivasan, you are also right. Yes, see question number 7. This is also your exam question, students. Yes, what does the topic deal with? What is the issue involved? The question is asking you what is the issue involved and give an overview of auditor's responsibility in such a situation. Yes, subsequent event indeed it is, Dilip. Here you would write the meaning of subsequent event. Subsequent events are those events occurring between the date of FS and date of auditor's report and facts which became known to the auditor after date of auditor's report. So here a fact has come to the notice of auditor after the date of auditor's report. Now management of the company, the BOD, wants to amend the results. So they can amend the results and the auditor can issue amendments, can audit amendments and issue a new audit report. Okay, because if this fact had become known earlier to him, it would have caused him to amend his report. Okay. Clear, students? So we have done a lot of descriptive questions too. So guys, we have done MCQs, case studies, 2 case studies, descriptive questions. And I hope that uh, you have become more knowledgeable about the various issues involved in this chapter. So this is for today. Have a great time and be ready for preparations and involve yourself in the preparations. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes.